my back blown out in peace. You think I got time to talk about a divorce that's a year old?
Nobody expected her to break like that. Not Teyana. Not the woman who's been through public heartbreak, family struggles, career battles, and somehow always kept her head high. But this time was different. This time, she was crying. Not backstage, not in silence, but right there, in front of the cameras. In front of the man she once thought would protect her. And instead of comforting her, he just kept rolling. The video didn't even need a caption. The moment it hit the internet, it spoke for itself. A shaky handheld clip, maybe taken by someone on set or someone hiding in a corner. You can see her, Teyana Taylor, make her way onto what looks like a video shoot. She's wearing a hoodie, hair pulled back, no glam. Her face looks tired. Not because she just woke up, but because she hasn't rested in days. Her body language is nervous. Her voice is low. And right across from her, sitting in a chair with a camera pointed straight at him, is Aaron Pierre. And he doesn't even blink. From what the clip shows, she's asking him to come talk privately. She's whispering something, pleading. And you can hear her voice crack when she says, "This isn't a scene. This is real life, Aaron." But instead of getting up, instead of even pausing the shoot, he just looks at her and says, "We're filming." Those two words, that tone, that coldness, that's what broke her. Teyana tries one more time. Her hands reach out slightly, but he leans back, avoiding eye contact. She wipes her eyes. Her bottom lip starts to tremble. And then, quietly, she steps back and leaves the frame.
No yelling. No dramatic exit.
Just heartbreak, caught raw and unfiltered. The video ends there, but the internet was just getting started. Within hours, the clip had been shared by thousands. Fan accounts, gossip pages, even celebrities reposted it with captions like, "This is beyond painful to watch," and "Teyana didn't deserve this." People dissected every second. The way her hands were shaking. The way Aaron's face stayed emotionless. The way no one on set stopped filming. It wasn't just about the moment. It was about what that moment meant. Because for months now, the public had sensed something was wrong between them. From the start, their relationship had been rocky. Too much attention, too many secrets, too many signs that something wasn't right. But Teyana kept it quiet. She didn't blast him online. She didn't clap back at rumors. She just kept posting little things. Pictures of her daughter, quotes about strength, studio clips of her working late into the night. All of it felt like someone holding it together, barely. Now, it made sense. That video wasn't just a breakdown, it was a breaking point. And fans saw that. They saw the woman who had been so strong for so long finally show that she was done pretending. And that kind of pain, it hits different when it's someone the world loves. Someone they watched grow from a fierce, young artist into a full-grown woman, mother, and creative powerhouse. The internet rallied around her like a wave. Within 24 hours of the video going viral, Teyana disappeared from social media. No posts. No stories. Not even a like. It was like she vanished. And that silence? It was louder than any tweet. Fans flooded her last post with comments like, "We love you, Tay. Take your time, queen, and you're not alone." But behind all the love, there was also rage. Rage directed at Aaron. People were furious. Not just because he let her cry like that, but because he let it be filmed. Rumors quickly started swirling that Aaron refused to pause filming, even when Teyana asked off camera. That he believed the show must go on. That the director on set asked if they should cut, and Aaron said no. That he thought her showing up was her trying to make a scene, and he wasn't going to give in to that energy. That narrative did not sit well with the public. Suddenly, people were digging into old interviews, old clips, old behavior. And slowly, a pattern started to form. This wasn't the first time Aaron had been accused of being emotionally distant. An ex of his allegedly once posted about a man who uses silence to win every argument and recorded everything like it was a movie script. Back then, people didn't know who she was talking about. Now they were connecting dots. Meanwhile, Aaron tried to act unbothered. 3 days after the video exploded, he posted a story on Instagram, just white text on a black background. Don't let chaos distract you from purpose. That was it. No name, no direct response. But everyone knew, and the internet was not impressed. People started calling him out, tagging him in comments like, "She was breaking and you kept rolling," and "Purpose doesn't mean cold-heartedness." What made things worse? Teyana finally returned. After nearly 4 days of silence, she posted one Instagram story. It was a photo of her and her daughter, holding hands at sunset, their backs to the camera. The caption said, "She's the only peace I need." Just that. But it said everything. And fans felt it in their chest. This wasn't just about a failed relationship. This was about someone choosing peace over pain, choosing motherhood over mess, choosing healing, even when it hurts. People who knew her personally began sharing subtle support. A fellow artist reposted the video and wrote, "Sometimes the strongest ones are the ones no one sees falling apart." Another stylist who's worked with Teyana shared a behind-the-scenes photo and captioned it, "She holds it all with grace, even when they drop the weight on her shoulders." Then came the shift. People weren't just upset with Aaron, they started distancing themselves from him. Several celebrities unfollowed him. A popular podcast that had scheduled him as a guest quietly removed his episode from the upcoming lineup. One director who previously cast Aaron in a film posted, "Compassion performance. Always." And that statement alone sparked a whole new conversation. Because now people weren't just asking why Aaron didn't come for her. They were asking why he's always been performing. Was he ever real? Or was every relationship, every apology, every smile just for the camera? What hit hardest, though, was when Teyana dropped a snippet of a song, just a raw, 60-second voice note. No instruments, just her voice breaking. The lyrics hit like a punch. "You held the lens while I lost my breath / turned my tears into your best shot yet / but you won't film my healing." Fans were speechless. That snippet was reposted over 1 million times. People called it her lemonade moment. A woman reclaiming her pain, not by lashing out, but by putting it in her art. One tweet went viral. "Teyana just did more in one verse than Aaron's done in his entire career." The support was overwhelming. Radio stations started playing the snippet. Streaming platforms began pre-saving a possible drop. Even without naming him, everyone knew who it was about. As Teyana's healing journey gained momentum, Aaron's reputation seemed to unravel right before everyone's eyes. Behind the polished surface of public appearances, more stories began leaking out. Whispers and murmurs from sets, from colleagues, from people who had worked with him long before the incident. They described a man who pushed relentlessly through emotional scenes, but never checked in afterward. One actress, speaking anonymously, shared a chilling detail. Aaron once told her, "Real pain sells. Don't ruin it with comfort." Whether that was true or just rumor, it didn't matter anymore. People accepted it as part of the narrative, fitting into the story they'd already pieced together. On social media, PR experts weighed in, analyzing Aaron's every move or lack thereof. His team was clearly in damage control mode. Attempts were being made to book interviews, line up charity events, and highlight positive projects in an effort to shift public focus. But the public wasn't fooled. Not when Teyana's tearful face kept replaying across their phones and timelines. Not when the memory of her reaching out, only to have Aaron turn away, was still fresh and raw. The contrast was stark and heartbreaking. And the worst part? Aaron never once issued a public apology. "No, I regret how things looked. No, my intentions weren't to hurt anyone." Just silence. His refusal to speak became a second wound, a betrayal layered on top of the original hurt. Fans took it personally, because Teyana wasn't just another celebrity to them. She was family. Someone who had bared her soul, shared her struggles and joys, and trusted the public with her life. So when she was broken in front of everyone, it felt like a collective heartbreak. This silence hung heavy in the air, louder than any words could have been. It left a gaping void where accountability should have been. turning sympathy into anger, confusion into judgment. For many, Aaron's silence wasn't just a PR misstep. It was a sign of deeper issues, a reflection of a man unwilling or unable to face the consequences of his actions. And as Teyana moved forward with courage and grace, the story remained unfinished, with the world watching and waiting, hoping for healing, but bracing for what might come next. As the days stretched into weeks, the noise didn't fade. It transformed. The spotlight shifted away from Aaron and landed squarely on Teyana. People stopped fixating on the drama and started admiring her growth, her resilience, her art. Then came the moment that changed everything. She posted a photo, standing tall, face bare, makeup minimal, with a caption that hit hard. "Don't film me falling. Watch me rise." That was the turning point. The moment everyone understood. She was done crying, done begging for attention or sympathy. Teyana had taken control of her story. She flipped the script on pain and vulnerability and turned it into strength and empowerment. Meanwhile, Aaron kept pretending nothing had happened, keeping the cameras rolling as if the moment hadn't broken a woman's spirit. But the audience had moved on. They weren't interested in the man who watched the fall. They were captivated by the woman who rose from the wreckage, shining brighter than ever before. Because if there's one thing that defines Teyana, it's this. No matter how hard life tries to break her, she always turns pain into power, heartbreak into art.